Well, hello, this is Jimodism here, finally back in StarMade. You may have noticed that the channel is getting pretty swarmed with tech videos and stuff, and that is because I need to move them over because YouTube forced me to move them from TV to my main channel. If you want to know more about that, please watch the video in the description, which is the yeah, I just posted as in the first line of the description, basically. Alright, so what are we going to do today? Yes, I want to build a quick little ship to look at the new power. So as you might understand, new power is a bit hard to work with. It's very hard to fix old ships. And we are very soon going to get more features and completely different weapon system in a while, so I don't want to, you know, do too much before all that comes. I can give a little quick look. I don't know if I haven't showed you this. I started building a little rooftops for the templates, and yeah, we're going strong, basically. Anyhow, this is a bit funny. I tried to make some pre-pack battery structures, which basically looks like normal alkaline batteries, but it looks kind of sad, so I think I jumped this idea. But it was a fun idea. Anyways, you know what's pretty cool? StarMade has now, finally, after like 3 years, we actually have sound. I can just pause here. You hear? We have sound! And the sound isn't dying out after 5 plays, so that's super cool. That's fixed. And the laser I seen, it's default red for some reason. I don't know why. Anyhow, I just wanted to check that up. If the laser is now default red, if we connect it up to red, we will get a... Wait. Oh, never mind. Yes, of course. No, I did not think for some reason. And that one. Okay, let us connect this one there. Or actually to a red one. Just gonna... Now, the I have a little problem here, you see. I had to disable the option that shows if a weapon is... you know, I had to disable the option that makes weapons show, or what makes a computer show what modules it's connected to. I had a major FPS problem, but okay, it's right. Okay, nice. Fortunately, Schemax saw the schema. Never mind. Yes. You know, the guy behind StarMade, Schema, saw the update, the post, so he looked into it, and he said recently that they seem to have found the fix, actually. So that's pretty cool. So in the next fix update, I will probably be able to have that option on. I think the new beam is pretty cool. It's really cool. I love the light effects of the beam. Colored. Anyways. I just wanted to show you some random things about that. We're going to demolish this thing. Because, you know... Way away. Yep. Alright. And we're going to create a new ship. For this ship, we are going to use... Oh, by the way, when you build, you have some nice quick reference things here. It tells a bit quickly about how reactors, chambers, shields, stealth, and integrity works. Now, let's see here. I seem to remember that thrusters have 200 integrity across all groups. I think this means that thrusters are excluded from the integrity patterns, I guess. Anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to make a small little ship with new power. And I'm also going to use my weird templates for quicker construction. Now let's see here, this is... wait, this is too big, right? Yep, this is 9. Okay, like that. Now we have... okay, that's a good view. I wonder though... I think we're going to do like this. We're going to remove 2 blocks and add 2 blocks here. Whoops. Like that. We're just going to set up this little area here. Alright, that will do it. And we're going to use the structure blocks. So... now we'll have... oh, that's a decent little outlook. And that's the front of the ship. We're not going to build a huge ship, but we're also not going to build a tiny ship. So let's first outline the ship a little bit. Now, I will not make a super... I mean, I will not finish this ship in this episode. We're actually going to leave it mostly open, is the plan, because I want to see the blocks in action and stuff like that, and I basically want to try to use this pack, basically. That's the reason I'm building this ship. I want to use my new structure blocks, which are downloadable, if you are interested. So basically I just want to try this out and see what we can make. And also make it functional, of course. Like that. That's interesting. It's really interesting. You can find some really interesting shapes doing this. Maybe not. Actually, let's just... I think this is a good part so far. This is nice. Where is it? So this is supposed to be a personal transport. This is what this is supposed to be. In this pack though we have the basic shapes, and that's basically what it is, basic shapes. Is that too... no, this works. And yeah, we definitely need... yeah, okay, so we're going to paste this a wedge here. And yeah, we'll see how it looks with the if we have a corner here. Like that. A bit too sharp, perhaps. Yeah, I think so. Let's go with tetra instead. Can't have it there. I think what we are wanting to have, we want to have a tetra part there. Maybe also down there. And then we're basically going to accommodate for the engines under here. Alright, so we'll make a kind of shuttle, not too big, not too small. And here we can see general, 42 meters long. I imagine that let's place down the thrusters. Now we're probably gonna make the thrusters smaller later. But we're going to begin with this huge block here. And there we have the engines. We are going to have the reactor under the passenger seat, or the under the pilot seat here. So let's see where we have them. Reactor power. And we can have 10 blocks. When we build a reactor, we can have 10 blocks without having any stabilization. And as long as the reactor is 25% or more stable, we don't actually need to have any stabilizers. But if we let it be under 100 stable, it will, however, be causing more damage to the ship if the ship gets damaged. That meaning you should absolutely not have an unstable reactor if you have a ship that will face damage. If you are going to have a reactor that is not stable, especially if it's lower than 50% stable, you should either make a ship that's hard hitting and that then just gets out and is just invisible or something. You do not want to have a low stabilization reactor ship facing battle, basically. So say you make a passenger ship that only takes passenger from A to B, you know, maybe it's okay, it's not fully stable because it's not supposed to face battle anyways. Here we have a little measuring stick basically. And that measuring stick says when it's... So you can see we can't actually place stabilizer that at 100% effective. But we can put some at a less... how to say? Less efficient distance. So we're going to make these small compartments here basically. Be stabilizing units. Oh. I didn't notice. It's already 100% stable, is it? Yeah, we already reached the top point. Well, anyways, let's pop some extra down anyways, just because. If we have a 100% stable reactor, we could increase its size. 95% stable. 86% stable, that's good enough. Now there is also this thing with this thing going through the ship. It can take damage, and if it's damaged, it's going to deal damage to the stabilizers. So, that said, we want to protect them. Oh, there's... Okay, now. No, wait here. Now we just messed up, yeah. Well, we cover that up some other time. And to do that we need to go and have some reactor stabilizer stream node. So if we select this chamber here and we can lead it to a point there, or actually let's have it there, because we want to make... Okay, this go through the floor, so we select this and hook it up to that one. And we select that and hook it up to that. Oh no, this is interesting. Never mind. So apparently we take the stream from the reactor, so that one goes to that one, and that one goes to that one. Okay, that actually makes more sense, because the power is flowing from the reactor. And we want another point here, so we take that and click there, select that and hook that up. Right. That looks nice. So now we have a... We have a reactor without chambers that's pretty stable and all. So that's basically how to make a power setup. 74% it says. That's interesting. Maybe that's the amount of reactor power. The user interface doesn't really work very well with 720p. But that's the resolution I need to play the game in order to make videos. Alright. Pretty quick ship, yeah. Now let's see here. Now comes the next part, which is the shield setup, which completely changed. And all systems basically need to be in box forms now, so they're not low integrity. If we look here, power, reactor blocks 30, stabilizers 56, integrity. Okay, so integrity lower than 0. Basically, if it gets damaged, it will be blowing the entire thing up, basically. Let's see what this is. Integrity 600. Okay, yeah, that's high. So anyways, when we're working with shields, we can't have 2 bubbles. We only can have 1. And when we place down the bubble, this will be the coverage of, this sphere will basically be the things that are included in the shield. So, if we put one there, not the entire ship will actually be included, so we can't have it there. I think we'll make the shield compartment basically here. So there. Oh, those numbers are jumping up and down. So shields regenerating. Now, how does shields works now? The radius is increased with 1 meter, it seems, per block we add. And the capacity is, of course, not decided by these blocks. However, capacity banks can be maximum 20 for some reason. And recharge is, of course, increased when we add more of these. So we're going to add a cute little shield core kind of here. Oops. So now we have a 500 recharge shield. I imagine that would be able to deal with most enemies. No, not really. It will deal with really small enemies. And we are going to make power banks in the side here. So I don't know if there will be a stream. Seems to not be. And we don't want to make very narrow pathways of shields because we of course want it to be stable and all. If you right click on these things here, it will actually calculate to 0. If you just right click, it will be 0. So that's really neat. Okay, so if we have 2 banks like this basically. Right, so we have 2 big capacitor base there. Well, we can actually increase it a little bit. We don't really have very much things we need on this ship. So we can actually afford to have a strong shield. Like that. Pretty agile still. Right. I think we've done some pretty nice outlines for a ship. We do, however, want... Now, these side compartments I want them to be passenger compartments. The top ones here, we're gonna put some other stuff here, some passenger compartments more, I think. We do, however, want to have some defensive weapon. I guess mostly to scare off enemies. So we're going to have a little weapon place, I guess. But I wonder, can I really have this as passengers down here? The stairway will be in the middle in that case, and of course we can't. Actually, in that case, we have to go down on the side here. This is a challenge. Because the weapon would be pretty cool to fit here, but I don't want big weapons. I just want a tiny little array, really. Alright, so I think we're going to do like this. We're going to have all the computers here. And the weapon computer will be, let's see if it's visible. Kind of down there. And we're going to have a cannon backup. We're not, I said we're gonna have a very tiny weapon. And if you see they're not highlighted, that's the thing I had to disable. While stuff is getting updated. Now I suppose the integrity of this would be pretty bad. That's kind of weird. Does it say, okay, stretch it, okay, it's still okay, okay, that's nice. It's decreasing though, so if I have too long tubes, it's going to suffer. Or somewhere around there. I want him to just stick out like this, so nothing big really, just small beads kind of. Let's make them a little bigger, like that. Or actually not. Like that. We're going to have them, seem to be able to make them long roads kind of anyway, so it's fine. Like that. And we're going to hook up this Canon computer, and of course we'll have some backup parts. I think we're going to fill the sides of the reactor here. The backup system. 71% backup. I guess that's good enough. Zap zap. A simple little zap laser. Yeah, I mean, we'll scare off some bad guys. However, yeah, that's cooler. Have them really hidden, kind of. I guess that will do. Mine was really much slower. Yeah, that's good. Systems-wise, I think this ship is kind of ready to go. We could make a little chamber. So, of course, as we have, we could benefit of having faster than light chamber and mobility chamber. And chambers would be put where? I guess we could have... Okay, so how big chambers would we need to have? 14 modules. Not that small. I guess we're going to use these sides, however. So from that side we're going to have one and that. So here, what? Oh yeah. Don't show me this again. Oops. We're going to have a small chamber here. 10 more blocks. Oh. My storage in my computer is starting to run out. So I will just end this episode here, unconveniently enough. But you saw how to make the system, so I will say thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for watching. This is Jim with this Total Nerdery channel, signing out. See you in the next video where we continue to build this ship.